Hello, welcome to Lovebug Tarot. So today, as you can see, we're doing something a little different. So I was looking around for something that'd be like, ooh, what could be some fun indicators for our three piles? I've been doing stickers, we've done pins and buttons and like stones and all kinds of things. And I remembered I'm an artist, so I've done some portrait series, and this was a mashup I did of music and mythology, specifically K-pop and Korean mythology, which was a really, really fun series to do. I think I did one for, a couple different bands. So if you know, you know. Some of you might recognize some of these people. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. And quick, K-pop is an industry in itself, but so there's within the fan groups, there's trading cards. Basically, they're trading cards, and they'll be like they're basically like little photo cards, and there's all different kinds, and there's all different themes, and they're trading cards essentially. So I made my own set for a bunch of the bands that I like. And I liked to pick a theme, so I did mythology for this one, I did magic for another one, and I did the elements, anyways. I have a link to my shop. There's also a gallery, so you can just look at all the stuff I've done. If you're just interested and you want to take a peek, you can do that too. Okay, so what we're doing today, if I can talk, is we're looking at what is starting for you next. Like what's like the next thing that's kind of taking off or starting, or what is starting for you next. And this theme was actually inspired by Moon Magic Weekly Tarot. If you have not checked out their channel, they are amazing. I will link their channel in the description. They always have some amazing reads. Absolutely go check them out. But they did a theme that's very, very similar to this. So I am taking the theme. The read is probably going to be very different. I certainly hope so. Although if it's not, that's a synchronicity that's beyond crazy. But anyways. So we'll be looking at like what is starting, where it's going, because something starts, it's incredible, but like, okay, what's going on? Where's it going to go from here? And then we're going to look at like, how is this happening? How is this going to take place? And then as always, we're looking for advice and guidance. And I thought this read for this day in particular would be appropriate because it's a new moon in Cancer. It's a new moon in Cancer. So new moons, new intentions, new starts. So that's why we're doing this. And it just so happens we've got some new ways to pick your piles. All right, so we're gonna just set this over here, get this out of the way. So I'm going to introduce the cards, but we're also going to pull a tarot card from the Light Seer's deck for each pile. And I have two of them because it's actually double-sided. So you can kind of see both sides of the card. All right, so we will start with pile 1. You have the creature here is the Cham Dokkaebi. So it says the Cham Dokkaebi are said to be mischievous spirits. They may take many shapes, but don't be fooled by this one's charms. They are tricksters by nature. So this is kind of a shape-shifting creature in mythology. And again, this is a very simplified. In all the research I did, I had to simplify it into like a tiny paragraph. So I did the best I could. So the elements here are air and fire. And the singer is from Stray Kids, and this is Changbin. Okay, so let's get a card for pile 1. Ooh, we got the 10 of Swords. I always like this 10 of Swords. It always feels, it's so hopeful. Anyways, all right. We're not going to be looking into that yet. Okay. That is pile 1. Okay. Pile 2. I'm going to do my best to pronounce this, and I apologize if I mispronounced anything. Korean is not my first language. So this is, hold on. Inmyeonjo, I believe. Inmyeonjo. I'm trying to read the Korean letters because the romanization of it is always really, really confusing. So Inmyeonjo, I believe. It's close to how you pronounce that. So the Inmyeonjo is a bird creature with a human face. They connect heaven and earth and are symbols of longevity, said to have unearthly voices. And the elements here are water and air. And Hyunjin is also from Stray. These are all from Stray Kids, the same portrait series. And Hyunjin here is the singer. And again, double-sided. So that's why there's two. All right, and let's get a card for pile 2. You know what? Let me see this one. The Three of Pentacles. Okay, Three of Pentacles for pile 2. Pile 3. All right. You have one of my favorites creatures here. Again, I got to research a lot of different creatures, but these were so much fun. I love these guys. So this is a Haetae or Haechi. I found both names were kind of interchangeable for these creatures. So I will say the Haetae, because that's the main words, symbols. Alphabet, I can't word today. I am so sorry. That is I think that's the main one I found, the Haetae. So the Haetae is said to be a muscular lion-like creature with horns, sharp scales, and represents law, order, and has a very protective nature. The elements here are fire and metal. And the singer here is Bangchan. Okay. Let's get a card. Pile 3. Oh, see you. Oh, 6 of Cups. These little lion creatures, not little, they're actually really big. Always kind of had like a little bit of like a dog lion quality to them. I don't know. I just like that. All right. So feel free to pause the video, take as much time as you need, sit with the energies of each pile, and when you're ready, there will be timestamps in the description. I'm trying to make this all nice. There will be timestamps in the descriptions, so you can check that out. And again, if you're interested in any of the artwork or any of the cards, I do have a shop where you can see all that. There's just a gallery if you just want to take a look around, but that will be linked in the description as well. All right, so I will see you in your piles. Hello, pile 1. So if you chose pile 1, you chose Changbin here, our Cham Dokkaebi, which is kind of like a shape-shifting kind of trickster spirit, and also the Ten of Swords was your card. Okay, and again, what we'll be looking at is kind of what is starting, maybe you are starring in something, what is starting and where it's going, how it's happening, and then advice and guidance. So we'll be getting some oracle cards. So trying to figure out who's the best. Again, if you want to see these more up close, there's a link in the description. If I can talk, blah, blah, blah. There's a link in the description for my shop, which also has a gallery, so you can check out any of the cards, any of the artwork. That is absolutely 100% something you can do. I mean, heck, you can just browse to the gallery for free. There's... All right, we haven't started yet, but we're just gonna take that as it comes out. Just putting it to the side. But apparently Judgment also wants to come out. I'm gonna leave that to the side. All right. Okay, let's shuffle. All right, so what is starting for pile 1? What is a starting? Ooh, fertility. Trying to see where I can put this. I don't have enough room. Interesting. And then this came out as well. We're going to get some tea leaves in a second. So we have 29 here. We have the symbol of Leo, which is a fire sign. However, we also have the symbol for water. And this like little potion here with this angel inside. I don't know, I just for some reason get like a very much like Legend of Zelda vibes with the fairies in a bottle. So maybe in a way something's rejuvenating for you. If anybody's ever played Legend of Zelda, you know about fairies, and yeah, again, my nerd is showing. Sorry, not sorry. What's starting next is going to be very fertile. And I feel like it's something creative as well. Something you are really invested in, and it's because judgment can be about like a calling. Something that just speaks to your spirit. And Leo here is a fire sign, and fire, and Leos as well are considered very creative symbols. Okay. Let me put that there. Can you still? Yeah. Alright, so can we get some tea for pile 1? For what is starting? Oh, months of the year. Okay. Okay. I saw that. The cards are being sassy with me. They're always sassy with me. Anybody else have sassy cards? Is it just me? Alright, any other... Whoop, okay. Alright. There we go. Alright, so who are you that popped out? Victory in some endeavor. Ooh, I love that. Freaking love that. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Frying pan. Trouble and accusations. Pig. Beware of greed. Okay. And we have... okay, we have the month of July. Like... So this reading is going up in the very beginning of July. If you're watching this in the future, I would say that what is starting next for you is happening in the current month that you are watching this. If it's at the end of the month, it could be like the next, like right at, yeah, it would be in some capacity. It's either the month you're in or the following month, like very, very close. I couldn't write it if I wanted to. Just... Alright, so what is happening next? What is starting for you next? It's something of your calling, and it has been a long journey for you. You know, elephants travel for hundreds of miles across very difficult terrain, you know, going from, you know, memory, not just their memory, but the memory of, like, the collective memory, you know, of the herd that they're with. Yeah, so this I feel could have been both a physical and mental journey, or one or the other. Like, it's been a long time coming, but this is going to be a victorious victory in some endeavor. Yeah, no, those two cards with fertility and judgment, I'm knocking everything around. And July. Now with pig and frying pan. Come here. Trouble, accusations, beware of greed. So pile 1 is things kind of take off. I get the sense that you may have to be, I don't want to say wary, but just be aware of the people around you. And it's really interesting that the creature, the mythological creature for your pile, is a Dokkaebi. They're kind of, I think Dokkaebi, a loose translation, is like a goblin. And there's different kinds. And the Cham Dokkaebis are ones that are more tricksters. They're not malevolent. They're not, because there are some in mythology that are actually malicious. But this is more of a trickster spirit. But something is not as it seems. Like, people can shapeshift. Like, this is actually a mask. It's a depiction of like a mask because there is no actual kind of form that the Dokkaebi takes. They take the form of whatever they shapeshift into, but they don't have a form themselves. So this is a mask kind of representation of those creatures. So I always am like, you know what, this is going to be a fun way to pick a pile, and then I'm just like, oh shoot, that actually lined up. Dang. All right, cards, I see you. Yeah. There could be people around you that maybe they show themselves, maybe they reveal this greed. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, like the cartoon villain with the monocle and the mustache, you know, like, mwahaha, I am the villain now and greedy. Like, it's not, it can be very subtle. You know, it can be, I always see this and I think of like, out of the frying pan and into the fire. It could be like a trial by fire, like something just comes up and you have to jump into it. There's no training, there's no, you know, it's not like you get, you know, a time to adjust. It's just like hit the ground running. But it's been a long journey. You know, it's been something that, and you're wiser now. You're wiser now that you've been through this journey. So the fact that you can not only jump from this frying pan into the fire, but you can come out of it at the end victorious and wiser is incredible. Just be aware of the elements around you who may not have your best interests at heart. I feel like that's a bit of a warning right there. Okay, how do we want to do this? I have no idea. It's not like I planned this. I was like, you know what, today we're doing this. We're gonna get some cards. It's gonna be great. And your card, your indicator card was the Ten of Swords. And it's that very hopeful. I put it back in the pile. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I'm just remembering the picture, and it was just these light yellows and these birds kind of flying, and this person kind of walking away. The Ten of Swords is usually an indicator of like a heavy burden. But that particular card, I feel like it's leaving something behind. You know, and tens are also like the end of a cycle to start something new. So that could have been part of this journey as well. You know, the Ten of Swords is a heavy burden, but you're leaving that burden behind. I'm still amazed that July came out. Like, that's just, yeah. So yeah, this month, not this next month, but this month, or very soon. Again, always take timing with a grain of salt, but very soon, I feel like this is going to start for you. Okay. Can we get... Ooh, okay. Finish my question. All right. Could we get anything... You know what? I feel like that's what's starting. Let's do... Where is this going? The cards knew before I even did. Where is this going? This... Ooh, King of Swords. Ooh, Three of Coins. Interesting. Pile 2 got Three of Coins. That's just an observation. If a pile 2 was something you were, or a pile you were drawn to, just an observation. Never a requirement. Okay. King of Swords, Three of Coins, or Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Hanged Man. Interesting. Now the Kings, again, I always try to emphasize this. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Spirit of Grace. Kings are energies, like kings, queens, emperor, empress. These are energies, they're not genders. Okay, so that being said, I feel like where this is taking you is a collaboration of some kind. Working with a team or working with a group of people, perhaps where you have a leadership position. Like you're coming into this king energy, you're coming into an energy of leadership. Yeah, this is, and also, I don't know if many people see it, but there's a butterfly right here, flanked by these two moons. It's a very transformative energy. Like maybe the project that you're working on is transformative in itself. You know, and that's where this passion comes from. This, whatever it is creatively, it's something that requires, you know, it requires leadership. It requires, and that sometimes leadership is just leading by example. It doesn't necessarily mean like you are sitting here on a throne with a sword. I mean, if you are, awesome. But it's also like being logical, being methodical, like just, you know how things get to, you know how to get things done. You know, and you can be very clear, very concise. You're a good communicator. And that could naturally kind of a really good leader in a group of people, even if you're not officially in a leadership position. Yeah, it's a lovely teamwork. And this pages are kind of new energies. They're young energies. This could be, ooh, okay. So with our frying pan here, this trial by fire I was talking about, this could kind of be indicating a little bit of your inexperience with this. And it's interesting, we have Page of Cups, and we also had water over here with our watermelon. So while you are a natural leader, you have the wisdom to do this. Maybe you don't have as much experience, but I don't feel like that's a bad thing. You know, you are taking this on. And I feel, yeah, because of this, I don't want to say inexperience, but because, you know, maybe you're doing things in a way that other people have never done. You see things from a different perspective. So I feel like where this is leading you is into a project that, you know, means a lot to you and to the people who are invested in the project. The project itself or the undertaking that you're doing could be transformative. Like, let's say, I'm just thinking of like writing a book. And sometimes books can be very collaborative. It can be a team of people writing it, but it could be a book. It could, like, I'm trying to think of an example with like a team of people. Brain, why are you like this? Okay, I'm just going to use one like a personal experience. Let's say you're working on a video game. I'm a voice actor, so I get cast in a video game. Well, it's not just me. You know, there are so many other people working on it. There are directors and animators and writers and like just more people than I will ever have the scope of being able to see at once. You know, but if, let's say you get cast, you know, and you're doing your part and you may not be as experienced, but you start maybe trying new things, trying different voices, trying, you know, just doing little ad libs and just communicating effectively with your team, but kind of leading by example of like, hey, did you ever think that maybe this character could go this way? This story could go this way? This is kind of neat. Just that in itself can be very transformative, that kind of collaboration. And some amazing things can come from it. I've heard many stories of, you know, you hear about it, like actors on a set or in a booth or however, you know, they're doing their craft and they do like an ad lib. They do a line, just improv, you know, and that ends up being this huge pivotal point for something. And they were just like, I just thought it was a neat line. I just thought this might be what the character would do. And then the creative team around the actor go, oh my God, that would be amazing. Yeah, we should just run with this. You never know. So, and then that's a very specific example, but it's just meant to be, an example. And I can only use what I've experienced in. So I apologize if, you know, I'm sure there are people who are in, you know, STEM research fields and, you know, all kinds of stuff where this, but again, I'm just trying to use that as someone coming in who maybe doesn't have as much experience. You have the wisdom. You have the wisdom and the knowledge, and you have the natural leadership to communicate effectively with a team. And because of that, because of your inexperience, because you're kind of new at this, but you're willing to just dive into the fire, you know, things kind of get flipped on its head. But I feel in a very good way. You know, and again, you have the Dokkaebi, this shape-shifting creature. Yeah. You're able to kind of shift. You're able to, like, I don't want to say, like, mold other people. That's not, I don't like that phrase. But you're able to effectively, like, lead by example. You're able to positively influence others to maybe see things in a different perspective, which is awesome. Okay, cool. All right, let's look at... All right, so how is this happening? How is this going on? Okay, whatever we are allowed to know for this, I mean, dang. Very transformative energies. How is this happening? Anybody? Oh. Okay. Cool. All right. That whole little pile popped out. The sun. Okay. I don't know how it's happening, but you are getting the biggest thumbs up from the universe. Like, all right, let's see what else we got. Page of Pentacles, another page. Ooh. The Queen of Wands. Two of Wands. A lot of fire energy. Ooh, and Temperance. Interesting, we have the two majors here on either side. I just got the sense that it's gonna have, like, how it's going to happen, especially with the Sun card here, is like when you let go. It's interesting, there's a little, you can't really see it here, but there's a little symbol on the clothing here. That's a rune that is Sowilo, which is the rune of wholeness. So yeah, when you kind of let go and just kind of dive into this creative fire that's inside you. Yeah, just dive in, acknowledge it, see it. You know, this person is holding that staff up, this wand staff, you know, because I just get the sense they're just like, I can do this. So confidence. I feel like there's, when you let go and realize your own potential. And some of that might come from, you know, someone may be looking to invest in you. Again, the Page of Pentacles is a very young energy, so that could be someone coming in and kind of seeing this potential and being like, you know what, I'm willing to back that. Two of Wands and Temperance. These are two very... We have the Moon and the Sun here, and we have these two Wands. Interesting that the Two of Wands is also looking towards Temperance. This is also, I feel, an indicator of you have to make the choice. We have this one wand standing up here, but it's kind of over in a corner. And you have this wand, which this figure is leaning against, looking outside, looking to the world here. And there's like a little, looks like a Volkswagen bus. But it's a vehicle with like a little surfboard, you know, just I think of, you know, just like all the fun and adventures and, you know, all the things you can do, but you have to make the choice of which wand you want to pick up. Yeah. This duality, which path do you want to choose? And it seems like the path you want to choose is the sun. You know, at the end of the day, what lights you up? So how it's happening, I have a feeling it's gonna come down to you. Honestly. And that's very much, I feel like, a free will. You know, it's, you can be given all the ingredients, but you're the one that has to put the ingredients together to, like, bake the cake. That's not my original analogy, that's someone else's. But I love it, because it feels so true. But yeah, that's... wow, some exciting stuff happening for you. And quickly, too. Again, I cannot believe July came out like that. Alright, advice and guidance. Let's look at... ooh, let's look at the underside. The bottom of the deck. Judgment again. You got judgment twice. Okay. Yeah, this is a calling. Not just a calling, but this, I feel, is going to be a wake-up moment. You know, a wake-up, make your choice, and just dive into it. You know, and a time of celebration as well. You know, Four of Wands is about a good party. Having fun. Having fun. So this I feel like this is going to be an endeavor that is your calling, yes, is a lot of work, a lot of hard work. You know, something that you have been working on for so long, but it's also fun. You know, it's something that you have fun doing that lights up your spirit. And that's fantastic. I think that's sometimes some of the best, you know, passions that we can have, is just things that can take form that can benefit yourself and others, and that's just, there's a wonderful energy in here. So pile 1, I think that is your read for what is starting next for you. I'm excited. Keep me posted. I'm very, very excited for you. So thank you for letting me read for you. Please like, subscribe, share the channel. It's always incredibly helpful. Any of the tools here, the cards that we used here today. Actually, I didn't use any runes. So yeah, just the cards. Those that are available, the links will be in the description. And I always call them trading cards, but they're supposed to be photo cards. Anyways, the little cards that I made. I also have big prints, and I have like digital wallpapers and all kinds of stuff. So if you're a K-pop fan, or you know someone who's a K-pop fan, they like Stray Kids, like I've got these, I've got other bands as well. But you can check out the link in the description too. If you just want to have a look-see, I have some original stuff on the website as well. Alright, pile 1. Thank you so much. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and until next time, send me love. Bye. Hello, pile 2. So if you chose pile 2, the creature you chose was the Inmyeonjo. Hold on, let me try this again. Inmyeonjo. That's right. That's an O, not an U. Anyways, so this is, again, the card. It's a double-sided card, so that's why I have 2 of them out here, so you can see both sides at the same time. Okay. Showing you the back. I don't know where my brain is today. Alright, so 3 of Pentacles was also your indicator card. So we'll be taking a look at what is starting next. It was very interesting. Pile 1, actually, the card here, the creature card, the creature K-pop card? The mythical K-pop portrait series, whatever you prefer to call it. that actually came into play. So I'll be very, very interested to see how pile 2, how this plays out. And if you are interested in the cards, or you just want to see more of the gallery, again, a link to my shop, which also has a gallery in it, is in the description, so you can check that out as well. And I have cards and prints and keychains and stickers and digital wallpapers, so we have all kinds of stuff. Oh my goodness, what is my brain? Okay, I'm gonna tuck that away. Let's shuffle, get right into it. Okay. All right, pile 2. What is starting? Ooh. The cauliflower of transition. Yes. Ooh, we have Cancer here. Because when this video goes up, we actually are having a new moon in Cancer. So that could be something very significant for this read. So let's see. With the number 11, the symbol of earth. So kind of earth and water here. Because Cancer is a water sign with the moon. And a candle. Okay. I'm going to tuck this over here. Okay, let's get some tea. Some tea for 2. Oh. Oh. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, cards? Alright, so I feel like something... We're just going to take that energy into an account. Alright, anything else? Gently? Gently from this pile, please. Just don't explode everywhere. You know, it's something you like to do. Alright, any other tea for our pile 2s? That, okay. Dang, 2 months of the year. Okay. Oh. Alright. That's good. Oi, Jinwei. Come here. Okay, we got a tankard. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Alright, and our months are May and December. Ooh. So kind of this spring and winter. Alright, let's get the rest of our tea. What is starting? Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Dark woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. And this could be a woman or someone who has like feminine energies. Again. Gender, eh. Oh, okay. Easy. Eyeball is just going everywhere. Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Owl. Good advice from a wise person. Tortoise. Slowly but surely getting ahead. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm just sitting with this for a second. Just kind of seeing where... So this is something that could be taking place kind of soon for some people. Could be the 11th. We have December here. So it could be November, December. Timing is always tricky, so always take those with a grain of salt. I feel like there's a couple different things starting for you. Like, I feel like this is more than one. That's, again, this is a general read, so it's for a couple, like, it's for a couple people. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just for a couple people, but, you know, it's for more than one person. I'm moving this over because I see claw and owl. Good advice from a wise person. So this person, I'm feeling that it's this dark feminine person. Someone similar to age, or someone similar to age as you, or someone who has maybe more experience in a particular field, in life. They have a little more experience and they're a little wiser for it. But I'm still not entirely sure what's starting. Alright, I actually want to draw some cards for you. Okay, let's put these in some semblance of order. Like, whatever it is, it's a big transition. So Cancer also has to deal with, like, the home. So I'm wondering if it's something to do with either your physical location or what your sense of home is. All right, we're gonna draw some cards. We're gonna draw some cards. This is very interesting. Like, each pile I try to do similar, kind of the same, but sometimes the piles just, they do what they want. They go where they want to go. So a formula that may have been like, oh, this is how it's going to go. Pile 1 is like, pile 2 is like, I have different ideas. Okay. Ooh. All right. You know what? I see you 3. 4. Nope. We got 4. Strength. Okay. 8 of Cups. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. 7 of Swords and the Hanged Man. Hanged Man came out in pile 1. Again, just an observation, not a requirement. Just observing what I can observe. I feel like you've been going through a big transition. You've been walking away from something, from a situation that was not healthy. And that took a lot of strength to do, but you trusted yourself. I feel like the next thing that's starting for you, and this, okay, this actually might be more of a timeline. Something that started in May, or started in the springtime, wherever you are in the world, whatever springtime is for you. So what's starting next could be something that the tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead, is going to take several months to come to a conclusion in December, or the winter, or the end of the year. The winter time, end of the year. Yeah, winter time, end of the year. It's interesting. Strength and Hanged Man are actually on the opposite sides. They're kind of framing this pile. And 11, 12. Hanged Man is 12 in the Major Arcana. You're going into this transition of, I feel like, a breakthrough of some kind. Like, there's this point where something clicks. Something is just like, you know what? I get it now. I see the runes. I see the writing on the floor, not the writing on the wall. But again, depending on your point of view, a new point of view, the writing could be on the wall. And that's where this advice from this person, this feminine person, is coming in. Yeah, so I'm getting a sense that what's starting for you next is something that has already, I think maybe already started for you. But now is like the next step. So what's been started is like, okay, now this slowly but surely, this tortoise energy, getting out of this situation However that situation resonates for you in your reality. And again, the Strength card, we have this person in transition between human and lion. It's like this next step, you are going to become something different. But different isn't bad. I really feel in this case, this different is going to be... Oh, and then we have the creature as well, is part bird, part human. Symbols of longevity and have unearthly voices. A connection between heaven and earth. Yeah, I feel like in a way you're going to find that connection within yourself. So this may not be something that's like, well, it could be for some people happening in your physical world. Because many times what happens for us mentally and emotionally and spiritually can reflect on our physical world. But I feel like a profound portion of this transition is internal, is like within your world, within your reality. Okay. So that is what I feel is going on for you. Alright, so let's continue. Where is this going? Well, we kind of got a sense. I feel like we kind of got a sense with our cards here. It's like where this is going, how this is moving. But could we get some more information, please? Peas and dankus. Okay, okay. Whew, all right. Cards are like, I got advice for you. Yeah, this is a death and a rebirth. A transformation, a very deep transformation. And the infinity symbol here on this figure's arm is also reflected in the death card right here. So I get the sense that what's starting for you next is going to be profound. It's big. It will be a positive change. You know, moving away from this Seven of Swords energy, this uncertainty, this kind of this shady business happening. Yeah, moving on. But because of that, because you are changing and transforming, you know, you will not be the same. Like that happens to all of us. You go through a transformation internally. You know, find your inner balance. You find inner peace. You do any of these things. You are not the same person. The sun. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the sun. The sun. I don't know what else I can say about it, but yeah, you're transforming, but for the better. Just, I get the sense that like this, what's starting when you kind of see, we were talking about kind of seeing the writing on the wall, like seeing and be like, okay, I get it now. I understand what I have to do. I understand where this is going. That's going to lead to this. The Page of Cups. And for some people, this could be because of this transformation and this journey you're going on. This could be an opportunity for love. We have a little heart here. I love that there's a little pig flying in the background. I feel like it's, and again, love is the connection between people. It doesn't have to be romantic or physical intimacy. It can be love between friends. It can be familial love. It can be love for yourself. It can be, you know, so many different kinds of love. You know, we see this kind of radiating pattern coming out from this person. You know, with the little stars and moons overhead. So yeah, this could be self-love. It could be love with someone else. But I get the sense this is something that you never thought would happen, or you had stopped being like, you know what, when pigs fly, you know, but a very, very real possibility. Interesting, it fell below the Eight of Cups. Yeah, part of this journey is walking away from something. in order to receive. 8 of Wands. Okay. I feel like this first step, walking away, distancing yourself or leaving the situation with the 7 of Swords, this kind of tense, uncomfortable, yeah, just not pleasant at all. It says slowly and surely, and I feel like that's going to be the bigger part of this journey, but this is going to come fast. The 7, 8, the 7 here, the 8 here. We actually have 2 8s. We have 3 8s. All right, so 8s might be 888 might be kind of a symbol of like, yep, things are happening. I feel like this is going to come to a conclusion fast. You know, you're going to get to this point and be like, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I feel like that part is going to come pretty fast. And again, the rest of this might take time, but this part right here is going to come. Ooh, 4 of Cups. Yeah, I don't think it's something you expect. It's interesting that this person has the 3 bowls here, and they're all empty, and they're looking this way, this very kind of blue-green tone, but this cup over here is just full of color and is being handed. I feel like this is part of the advice. This advice you're getting is a gift. And in many ways, this advice is a gift for you. And it could be feeling stuck. Like you realize, because it's one thing to realize something. It's a completely different ballgame to be like, okay, I realize what I need to do or what I want to do. Now how do I do it? Like that is an energy, and I feel that. So this person could be like, you know what? I've tried all these things. This is not working for me. I don't like any of this over here. You just see from this person's posture. They're just, no, they're not comfortable. They're just, I don't want to be here. And then this hand comes in with this just burst of color. And I feel like that's part of this advice, you know, from this person. And again, doesn't have to be, I feel like it's someone similar in age, but again, with more experience. So yeah, they could be offering that, and that kind of gives you that aha moment. Okay, you know, I think not think, it's like I feel like you're gonna be go, okay, yeah, I see where this needs to go. You know, I see this is gonna flip things on its head, but this is what I have to do. But ultimately, again, we still have the tankard up here. You know, this is going to be something that ultimately is going to be celebrated. You know, whatever it is, as hard as it's going to be, you know, ultimately it is something to celebrate. There is movement forward, transformation with movement forward, going from a more stagnant energy. This is a very kind of stagnant. Hanged Man and 4 of Cups together is very just feels stuck into the strength and the sun and death and rebirth. And we have the 8 of Wands here. It's like, okay, I realize I have to do something. I don't know what to do. But once you're handed that, it's like, okay, I know where to go now. I know how to do this. I know how to move forward. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition here. Interesting, we were talking about how this is going to be like a longer process, but overall it's a big transformation because the creature here, the Inmyeonjo, So sorry I mispronounced that. But it's also a symbol of longevity. A longevity and a connection between heaven and earth. So yeah, okay, your creature is also coming through. I see you. Okay, so we kind of, yeah, boy, I was gonna ask in like separate piles, but nope, we got like what's starting and where it's going, how it's happening, just all in one go. So, yeah, if we could just we could please get some advice, any advice or other guidance we can know about for our pile 2, because this is big. This is a big journey. This is a big journey for them. All right, I got those 4. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. Yeah, this is an opportunity for love. However love resonates for you, whether it's love with another person, familial, romantic, platonic, love for yourself, but this journey is really going to open up love. With King of Cups. You're moving into an energy of being very emotionally mature because of these rough seas you've been through. 7 of Swords again. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a situation that you've been dealing with for a while. You've been nine of Wands. You're still standing though. And dang, you got the Strength card. Don't forget that. You are stronger than you think. Interesting, the 7 here is looking at the 9. Like, oh, I can get away with this. It's like, no. No, you really can't. Nope. I'm out. Bye. Yeah. You don't have to live in this energy anymore. That's crazy that they came out twice. Dang. Okay. Any final words? Ooh, okay. 5 of Cups. And the King, or the Knight of Wands, not the King of Wands, but the Knight of Wands. Still a wonderful energy. The Knight of Wands, I feel, is this very celebratory energy. Excuse me. That too. It's the sun, it's the tankard, it's strength here. I feel this kind of parting message for pile 2 is saying that it's okay to grieve. It's okay to walk away. Again, 4 of Cups. Nope, this is 5. That's 4. I can count Roman numerals, but we do have the 4 to 5. It's okay to realize you have to let these 3 cups go. These 3 that are laying on the ground. The 3 here. Because not only are you gifted this cup, you've got another one. So it's okay to grieve. And it's okay to, walk on from that. Take your cups and go. Because ultimately you need to... I don't know if you can see the sun is slowly peeking out of the deck. That's the sun card. I can't with 2 hands. But that's the sun again. Peeking out. Like, ultimately, things are going to get better. You're going to cross that river in the background. You're going to cross that river. And don't forget to celebrate yourself. Don't forget to celebrate yourself and let other people celebrate you. Don't forget your fire, your inner strength. I just see this stallion in the background and I think of wild stallions, wild horses, and just this free spirit. Don't forget your free spirit. Because ultimately, that is amazing that the sun is just peeking out here. It means you got the sun. The sun will come out. the sun will come out. So I feel like that is what's starting for you, pile 2. Where it's headed. So a lot is happening, but I would say some big things are happening. But ultimately, you are going to come out on top. 100%. All right, pile 2, I feel this is your read. Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, share the channel. It's very helpful. We're tiny, so every little like helps. Feel free to let me know. Again, whatever you're comfortable with. Or just let me know your favorite K-pop artist. I'm always down to discuss music in any capacity. So, you know, even if it's just that, I am 100% down to talk about that. If you are interested in the cards or the images, again, I have a link to my shop. We have keychains and stickers, and I have prints and digital wallpapers, and we do have the little cards, and we have bigger versions as well, and there's a gallery, so if you just want to check it out, you can do that as well. And any of the cards we use today, I will have them listed below and links to any of them that are available. I don't think I have links to these. Anyways, we will have them at least listed below. Brain, where are you? So again, thank you so much for letting me read for you. You got some big things ahead, but you're going to do amazing. You're going to do amazing. So until next time, pile 2, stay safe, take care of yourself, and I am sending you lots and lots of love. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose pile 3, you chose the Haechi creature. And again, it's a lion-like creature with horns, scales, and represents law, order, and has a protective nature. And also the 6 of Cups. That was your card. So if you are interested in the images, again, these are cards, so they're double-sided. That's why I have 2, so you can see both sides at the same time. But if you're interested, or you know someone who's into K-pop, or mythology, or both, we do have a link to the shop. Also has a gallery, so if you just want to take a look-see, we have some original stuff there too. I just happen to also adore music, and frequently we'll do mashups. I apologize, there's noise in the background. Okay. Shuffle this into our decks. Set them aside. Alright, so let us dive in and find out what is starting for pile 3. Can it be? Can it be? Reveal to me for pile 3. I just came up with that. I don't know. My brain is off. I was gonna say my brain is weird, but awesome came out. But okay. Thank you, inner self, for... It was a lovely affirmation. Alright, let's see. Protection. Ooh! Okay. The Haechi is actually a protective spirit, so this is really interesting. We have Aries here. One of the elements is fire. Okay, the horns creatures as well. This is getting interesting. Every single pile, the card has actually come into play in some shape or form, and that's very fascinating to me because sometimes I just pick these and I'm like, you know what, I feel like these today. Something different, something fun. And inevitably, somehow, ends up being incorporated. So that's actually very fascinating. All right, we have 9. We have... I don't think this is a dream catcher, but it's definitely like a wind chime of some kind. The earth, the protection, and onions. And as we all know, onions have layers. All right, let's get some tea for our pile 3. So what tea do we have for our pile 3s? Okay. Alright. I think that pile's done. Tea. Oh, okay. Alright. Apparently they're all over here. All right, all right, all right. T for 3. All right, that one kept sticking. Please don't dump half the pile. Don't. Did it in one of the previous piles, just like half one. Blech. It's like, thank you. It's awesome. What we always wanted. All right, let's see. What is starting? Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. January. Keep this over here for now. Fire. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Oh. Ooh. Okay. As I set that down, I just realized it fell under broken ring. All right, we'll get into it. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Business and enterprise. Okay. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Ooh. Okay. I do actually want to pull some cards. This happened in pile 2 as well. Pile 1 was actually kind of a different setup. This has been really fascinating. Because frequently, like, pile 1 kind of sets the tone of like, oh, okay, this is how this is going to play out. But I don't know. This is very different. This is a little different. It's a little more what we're used to. Kind of what we do. All right, let's get some indicators. Because it's interesting that strong emotion, passionate hate, or love fell under the broken ring, where it's a parting of something. So there's definitely a strong emotion attached to something that's going on. I'm getting the sense that this... We'll get some cards, but I'm getting the sense that this could be maybe a job. A job or a business or some enterprise that you have a connection with and perhaps even started. Like, it's something you started. It's something you brought up, if you will. Like, if you start a business, like, that's your baby. Metaphorically speaking, of course. You know, that's something you started. You put blood, sweat, and tears into. So there is a strong emotional attachment to that. This club, someone will try to make you do something against your will. Maybe you don't want to leave, but you have to. Okay, let's get some indicators. Oh my goodness. Clarifiers. It was going so well, and then brain was like, I'm sorry, what? Oh, okay. Sometimes brain's on point, and sometimes brain is just like a giant Etch-a-Sketch, and I blink too hard, and it just erases all thoughts. Anybody else? Anybody else? Just me? Okay, that's fine. It's cool. Oh. Well, that works out. Funny that. See you. Knight of Cups. Ooh. Okay. I know I was saying that this could have been like a job, an enterprise, a small business that was started up, but it could very well be. It's like, yes, something you poured your heart and soul and something you had a romantic... something that you had like a heart connection with. But the Knight of Cups is a very romantic, inclined card, if you will. This very well could be a relationship. This could be a romance that is parting ways. Let's see. The Devil. Ooh, right under a sincere wish will be granted. Interesting. Queen of Cups. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. The King of Swords. Conception or birth of a child or enterprise. Six of Swords. Ooh, okay. Again, kings and queens are energies. Uh, they're not indicative of genders. I hope that's the right word. Anyways, it sounded right in my brain, but we all know that sometimes 50-50 shot. So interesting that you had this very heavily protected energy over here. Because pile 3, I get the sense that what is starting next is you are leaving. And not just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. But like, you are... I don't want to say something is burning down. But I'm getting... I'm getting the sense that like something that felt too good to be true was too good to be true. There was some kind of, I want to say manipulation, or it was just some kind of maybe emotional manipulation. The Queen of Cups here underneath the club. And it got to the point where it was just like, I am not comfortable with this anymore. And what you thought was a wish granted was actually like a devil in disguise, if you will. For some reason, I got the sense that it's like, there was plans. Like, there was plans of a future together. Again, whether this is like a business, could be a small business. You had plans to like how this was going to take off and do some amazing things. And, you know, or this was plans with another person. But you're coming to the sense, maybe the realization that the King of Swords is very logical and analytical. Think Mr. Spock from Star Trek. Again, showing my nerdism. It's fine. But that very clear, concise, logical, taking a step back. Again, this person is kind of up by themselves in the middle of nature. It's like just mountains and them. Mountains and the birds and the bats. You know, it's just them. And coming to like the realization of something, you need to cut away from something. Something or someone. With all of these court cards, it could very well be a person. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This could be, you know, something familial, like a family member. This could be a friend. This could be, again, whatever. I know it says romance here, but a ring can also be just like a promise. You know, a ring can be a promise between two people. Could have been a verbal promise someone made, or, you know, just, again, a broken promise, a broken ring. Strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. The Six of Swords does indicate moving on to different waters, moving on to calmer waters, a slow progress emotionally as well. I get the sense that January here, for some people, it could be something that started at the beginning of the year, or started in the winter season, wherever you are in the world, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. It was kind of the height of the winter season. But I feel like this can also indicate just, because we have a lot of fire here. You think of like strong emotion, something passionate. If it was between two people in a romantic sense, this could be things have cooled down. Again, this very icy, kind of frigid energy here. And it's really interesting, again, this protective earth energy here. And the creature of protection. So I get the sense that this is a very... What's starting is this breakaway. Maybe a breakup. Or, again, romance between like a people, or in the sense of like a business, a pastime, an organization, something that you had skin in the game. Like this was something you wanted to do, you wanted to come to fruition, and it's just not okay anymore. But you are protected. You are protected. And again, I'm seeing the onion with all the layers. Like, this is not... I feel like this situation is not just black and white. It's this or that. It's right or wrong. Like, it's a complicated, layered situation. You know, it's more than just the surface. It goes deep. And onions, like, again, this is a sorrowful thing. I'm someone who cries when I cut onions. They're actually very painful for me to cut. So I just get the sense of, like, you are protected, but that doesn't mean it doesn't come without tears. Okay. Let's get... You know what? We're going to go with our Rider Waite. So we get a sense of what is happening, but where is this going? Because it's all well and good to be like, okay, I see where this is going. I see where this is headed. But, okay. But where is it going? The Ten of Cups, which is like the ultimate emotional happiness. Wow. Okay. Can we get any other indicator of where this is going? All right, let's see. Wow. Okay, 10 of Cups, strength. The 9 of Coins. Okay. Wow. Do we have 1, 2, 3? Oh, hey, we have 5 again. Apparently 5s is your number. 555 might be a number. Because I've just been picking cards. They've been coming out 5 the whole time. Ace of Cups. Wow. And 2 of Wands. Okay. So where this is headed is amazing. Instead of the Devil, we have strength. You know, the broken ring, this romantic sense, but now we have emotional fulfillment. Someone trying to make you do something against your will. You know, I feel this kind of emotional manipulation with the Queen of Cups onto this grounded independence. A sense that's like, you know what? I just see this person's hands up like, nope, I'm done. I'm moving on for myself. I'm standing tall on my own. And from this energy, you're moving away of, it's like this, I want to say like broken-hearted situation. You know, again, something or someone you were passionate about or passionate with, moving away from that. And because you do, just, wow, the 10 and the Ace. Yeah, I feel like this is a realization of, again, protection. You are protected here. You are going to be able to find your emotional fulfillment, find your joy, find your heart, find your heart, find your family, find your people. This didn't work out. And again, we go from one needle and thread where it was the Devil, a wish that, too good to be true, and it was too good to be true, onto a sincere wish is granted. With this gentle strength. Something far more gentle, far more real as well. Yeah, fire, strong emotions. And again, the 2 of Wands. Wands is a fire element. Moving on. Moving on to calmer waters. And I know this, swords with these birds. I get this sense, I don't know, I just like the King of Swords with the crow here. And following those birds. Following, just And some, like, I want to say intuition, but I also feel like it's both intuition and like a mind and heart kind of balance. Like strong emotion, but having the strength to move away from it, to move on, to heal. You know, making that choice, choosing your path. You know, and realizing that ultimately the one you choose is your world. The path you choose is the one that is right for you. Which, pile 3, may I just say, you're a badass. You are, wow, to go from this very heavy, difficult situation into this energy is incredible and not an easy thing at all. I would never ever claim that it's like, oh yeah, just hop in a boat, tie 3 crows to it, they'll lead you to where you need. Like, no, that's not. That's metaphorically or literally. That's no. Like you are absolutely badass. Like, wow. Okay, so we see where it's going. Can we please get some information on how this is happening? Like how it's happening, or just advice, guidance. I feel like in this particular case, both of those can be wrapped. Both of those elements could be wrapped up in one kind of question for our cards. Anybody? Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, you moved. Okay. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5s. Yeah, 5s I think are your number. Yeah, I think 5s are your thing. Every single time I've shuffled and just let whatever cards come out, 5s. 5, 5, 5. Very, very, very interesting. I believe in numerology, 5s is all about like a change, something shifting, which, yeah. Okay. The 5 of Swords. Okay. The 3 of Pentacles. Ooh, that was... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember that. That was pile 2. I was like, was it 1 or 2? I couldn't remember. Just an observation. And I'm also remembering that pile 3, your indicator card, was the 6. The 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. I'm thinking of like the Cups. The 6 of Cups is very nostalgic. So if this is someone maybe you've known for a long time, and it's interesting because it can also deal with children. This is either someone you've known for a long time or something you've been with for a long time, for like years and years, and just realizing how much things have grown and changed as well. Oh wow, the Empress with the 9 coins and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. 4 of Swords. I get the sense, it's interesting that we have this lineup with the 10 of Cups right in the middle. I get the sense that some of the advice that's being given here is you're gonna have to walk away. And you might have to hear a lot of shit about it. Pardon my French. We're trying to be good. I don't know if I'm gonna get docked by YouTube, but like, yeah, you're gonna hear some crud about it. But ultimately things will resolve. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that you find kind of like your community, your people. You know, the people who stand with you, stand next to you. You know, I feel like these two cards are just, their energies are really kind of vibing with me right now. Just vibing together. Like that group of people who stand next to you, but they do so gently and quietly but strongly. You know, they can just, they're just there for you. You know, you don't have to constantly ask for it or look, because you see the strings kind of attached here. You know, in relationships with all these strings attached, that could have been part of what the final breakdown came of this. Someone trying to make you do something against your will is like, well, the strings that are attached. Well, if I do this, you have to do this for me. And it's like, I don't want to do that. You know, and being firm. Again, this our king of swords being like, you know what? Logically, taking a step back and looking at this is not okay. Yeah, the Nine of Coins and the Empress. Moving on to your own fertility. You know, your own... The Empress is... And again, Empress, Kings, Queens, Emperor is about energies. The Empress is a very nurturing energy. A very abundant energy. And an abundance in a way that relates to our physical world, our physical resources. With the Nine of Coins, coins being, again, material things, material resources, wealth. And Three of Pentacles as well. Queen of Pentacles. So not only like an emotional improvement, but I feel like as far as like how it's happening is... Sorry, I have to shift a little bit. I feel like cutting away. It's interesting we have the 4 and the 5 on either side. Cutting away, walking away, even if it causes a lot of noise. And you may need to retreat for a while. It's interesting we have this little heart here. It's got little stitches on it. This idea of retreating and resting. And doing what's good for your heart. Letting your heart heal. You know, letting your heart heal. Going on that journey. You know, that the 6 of Swords. 4, 5, and 6, yeah. That could be part of how this is going down, where it's like, you need to take a step back. You need to rest. You need to rest, you need to mend your own heart. You know, and step away from this noise. And because of that, you start that 6, that 4, 5, 6, that progression. You start that healing journey. And because you do that, again, this Ace of Cups and 10 of Cups, it's like you find... You kind of come into your Queen energy. And again, Queens or Kings are energies, but Queens and the Empress right here, and the Queen of Pentacles too, is another very earthy... I mean, we literally have like Mother Earth here. Very earthy energy. Not only down to earth, but just grounded. Like, I always think of like, it's that auntie that you know you could show up any time of day and they're like, come down, have a cup of tea. You know, I got you. I got your back. You know, if you need to come in and cry, if you need to come in and scream or laugh or, you know, whatever it is, this is that person. I'm going to use auntie as just, again, you can very, very gender neutral as well. A person that you know and you trust. It's a very just nurturing energy. But also very abundant. Yeah. So I feel like part of the advice here is to take a step away. Start doing things for yourself. Start showing up for yourself, for you. And it's interesting, this little rune here on this person's arm. I can't remember the name. I'm bad with names, but it's the rune of fertility as well. But I always think of it's like a little seed. And it's interesting, this person is kind of curled up like a little seed. You know, they need to go kind of just hide away for a bit. Process things so they can come out on top. You know, they can go through this journey. They can find their people. So, yeah. Okay. Pile 3. Layers. Layers, man. Layers. Okay. So the final... Ooh. The Magician. Again, the infinity symbol on the Magician and Strength. I love those. I love when those show up together. And we got here. And... okay. Okay. So we have 2 Magicians at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. That's, you have the power to do this. You have the power to manifest and move forward. And you are just an incredibly powerful person. You got the Magician twice, and not only twice, but both at the bottom of both decks. You are very protected. Just, this is your creature. Yeah, the Haechi, this lion creature. Law, order, and protection. Just, wow. Wow, I've never had that happen. I've never had 2 decks, or any deck, match on bottom of the decks. So, pile 3. The next thing is going to be heavy. It's not going to be easy. But you are going to be incredible. You are going to come out of this so strong. So abundant. So happy. Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I'm still blown that there's 2 Magicians. Just, wow. I'm still just flabbergasted over that. Has anybody else ever seen that happen? I would love to know. Please let me know if you've ever seen that happen. All right, pile 3. This is your read. Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. Please like, subscribe, share the channel. It's always super helpful. We're still very small, but I do love reading for y'all. I just love reading, and I hope to bring more reads to people as the days go on. So we're gonna do our best. You do your best, and I do my best, and we do our best. We do the best we can with the resources we've got. That's my motto. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you again. I'll have the cards, the decks, all listed in the description below. If you were interested, again, in any of the images or the little cards, I have a shop that's in the description, and I also have like keychains and fun stickers. We have digital things and all kinds of fun stuff. Or the gallery. You can just check it out. Let me know if you have a favorite image. Let me know if you're into K-pop. If you know someone who's into K-pop, send them this read. Maybe one of the piles will resonate with them. Who knows? I might do this in the future again. This was fun. All right, pile 3. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and staying till the end of all of my rambles. I always appreciate it. So until next time, stay safe, take care of yourself, and I'm sending y'all lots and lots of love. All right? Bye!